anyway, we need y'all to get your pens and papers out, okay? Because this is Marsai Martin, but she is still the youngest in charge, okay? She is the youngest in charge. We're going to own our narratives. We're going to talk about balancing creativity and business and empowering the next generation, okay? We're going to have some fun, too.
Let's
okay?
do
It's not going to be too serious. Marsai, you've essentially grown up in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Like, and you grew into, like, what we say with, you know, the adolescence. You was child, then adolescence. What were some of the unique challenges and, like, opportunities that came with navigating childhood?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many. I started in the industry when I was 5.
Right.
Living in Dallas, and then eventually that led me to LA, and that's when I booked Blackish at 9. Which, you know,
Okay, we got to do our favorite meme.
That's crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of memes from where that came from. But no, I mean, I started so young and didn't really know at the time the impact that I was making in Black youth, and people seeing just a young Black girl with dimples, with a gap in her teeth, and with glasses on that really showed it in the truest, most authentic form of what a character could be and could look like. And it was a blessing to portray Diane for so long. But at the same time, looking back, I was just having fun. I was, you know, it was just a vibe.
Saying your lines and then being like, okay.
Exactly. And even before Blackish, I would be doing my auditions, and my mom would say, I would say, I already got the job. The audition was the job. And I was like, I did it. I got it, y'all. And she was like, no, she didn't. So I think at the time, it was just me having fun. You know, acting was just a hobby that really turned into something bigger and more than that. And I think the obstacles that I had to face when I was younger was, discipline and finding my passion.
Acting accordingly.
And acting accordingly. Because, you know, like, I'm just outside. I'm out here. And it's hilarious. But I think to be able to look back and see how far I've come and having a hobby just turn into a legacy is something that is so special. Yeah.
I love that you point out legacy. Yeah. Because, you know, at a young age, a lot of people, you know, we grow into legacy, you know, and we realize, okay, this is what we need to do for our future. But you started that at a young age, and so I just want to congratulate you for, like, seeing that vision, and to your parents as well. Make some noise for her parents.
Thank you.
Because she had to see that. They had to put that into her, okay? So let's talk about Tracy Ellis Ross and that whole cast as your family. Like, was that fun too, kind of? Because they're like, look at her.
I think it goes back to what I was saying of just having fun, just having a vibe. Like, oh, okay, what's up, Lawrence? How you doing, Lawrence Fishburne? Like, just literally chilling. But
what's up, Pops?
Honestly, they're still to this day like my second family.
Yeah.
Or just my family as a whole. You know, we beyond the screen, we were just talking about regular and day-to-day life. You know, they saw me grow I was on the show from 9 to 17, going on 18.
Wow.
So they've seen the growing pains. They've seen the struggle and learning and understanding what the industry is. And they saw it in me, you know, and not just me, but Marcus and Yara and Miles. And they truly were not only mentors, but just looking out for us in the best way. Like, I talked to Anthony about, my boy crushes and I learned things. And, you know, Tracy was like, okay, fashion sense and waking up at 5 a.m. and having a good sweat set on. But I think they taught me so much beyond anything. And I think that's what put me in the spaces that I'm in today, to where that was like a unicorn show. You know, that was a unicorn set. Like, everything was amazing. And even in the ups and downs of what we had to go through, on a regular set, we still stayed a unit, which when I got into producing and entrepreneuring, it made it so much easier, you know, because I knew what it could be.
Yeah, it's amazing to think that you were really building a career and growing up at the same time. That's like no small thing.
Right.
You really balanced childhood and a full-time job, and that's impressive.
Appreciate it.
It's really impressive. So, okay, I'm founding your production company, Genius Entertainment. Talk some more about that. Talk some more about what your passions are that lie within the production side. And, I mean, you know, that movie was...
Oh, yeah. Starting with Little was the creative hub for me.
That was a big one.
I think what was the ground for that was, I think, just creating Little in our living room. Like, me and my mom and my dad, we would go band for band. I'm like, what if she does this? And what if she does that? And just creating the story And then years later, and being on that set and being in the scene that my mom created, or being in the outfit that I thought about, like in my living room, of like, what if she has these oversized pajamas and she got this
and she's like, why y'all looking at me like this?
Exactly. And being there and seeing your dreams come to reality, it felt so surreal. And I was like, wow, I really created this whole thing in my living room. And now we got all these people with big cameras and booms and in Atlanta figuring this out. It was so incredible. And just a mind switch in my head. Like, I can
do anything.
I can do this all the time.
You could do anything.
And that's how Genius Entertainment came to be. And now the goal for me overall is to just tell stories that haven't been told before in different ways, you know, and being consistent, creating content beyond the TV and film, but podcasting and big festivals and any way of the sort.
I see you. Speaking of festivals, I see you at festivals all the time.
Yeah,
I love that you love festivals.
I love music. Music is my thing. It keeps me going. And I now have my own Say Summer Cookout, which will be in Houston this year.
Talk about it.
And it's just so special. For me, it's about creating worlds beyond the screen. Right. It's building those things where they can see it, they can be there, physically see it happening, and know that a black girl in her 20s made it happen. Period. And that's the goal overall, is to change and build an empire in itself. So I think that is really special.
That kind of vision is honestly rare at a young age. And you clearly knew what you wanted, and you went for it. Starting a production company so early shows how forward-thinking you are and how much you're about your what? Legacy. We're gonna say that together. Together, Black people, legacy. We're gonna keep that together. Amen. Okay, so what are some of the, biggest lessons that you've gained from in Hollywood at that young age? And then what would be the advice you would probably give to somebody else, black and young, coming up?
Oh man, I've learned so much. I think I've learned that when success can come in multiple different ways, and I believe that success is a slow pace. Yeah. It's slow growth, and the little things turn into big things, and that's what success is. My mom also always told me, what's for you is what's for you, and what's for you won't miss you. So when I heard that, and it was constantly instilled in my brain, I just knew with any obstacle I had to take, whether it was something small or something big, that was success to me. The fact that I woke up this morning, that's success to me.
A blessing.
The fact that I was able to sit here and just tell my story, and in the hopes that, someone else goes home and tries to figure something out, or figures out their plan, or what their insight on legacy looks like for them. Yeah. That's success to me. Yeah. 'Cause obviously it can look different in many different ways, and how people see you is their version of
their
success.
Perception, yeah,
it's their perception, which is their reality. And you can't change that. You can't control that. What people say no to, you can't control that. When people be like, oh, you know what, you're worthy of being on this show, or you're worthy of being on this film, or being on this stage. You can't control that. So that's why you have to build your own seat at the table and change the narrative, and figure out and curate your path to where it can create other paths for someone else out there. And that is probably the wisest thing I've learned so far.
Y'all, I just want to hug her.
Girl.
No, seriously, that's wisdom. And also the people that you surround yourself with, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Talk about that.
Environment is everything.
Period.
It's everything. Your home, everything. That is like your safe space.
Yeah.
Literally, it's funny, but I'm a gamer. And I think
okay, come on.
I told you about my GTA. I told you about GTA, right? And, hang on, hear me out. The game, and when you play online, it's so chaotic, right? As soon as you go outside, it's like bombs everywhere, and it's insane. It's dangerous.
You're literally walking into the chaos.
Yes, and you could choose to be in it, or you could go back to your safe space
Come on, there's a word there. There's a word there.
It's quiet. It's what you make it. So your environment is everything. The people you surround yourself with is everything. It shapes who you're going to be. You want to be with people who want the best for you, but also at the same time can also work with you in a space. Like my best friends, even Miles, my twin brother on Blackish, I hang out with him to this day. And, I mean, it still feels real. Yeah. And, I mean, it's just special. It's special to create those friendships that you know could last in the long run. And will tell you. And they're not just yes men. You don't want yes men around you all the time. Be like, oh, yes, girl, go ahead and do that, knowing you look crazy.
You told me to do what?
Yeah, exactly. So I think, your environment is what makes it.
So what are the, beyond your creative pursuits, you've also been passionate about financial literacy. My sister has a children's book on financial literacy that she started called Savannah's Savings Jar. And it was mind you, when I'm in college, I don't know much about it. And I don't know what your first moment of gaining financial literacy for yourself, because I'm sure your parents ran a lot of your finances. But how did you learn and grow into that?
You know what's interesting? I did know at a young age that the entertainment industry and the money part,
can never forget the meme,
can come and go. It's so fast how money can just come and go in the industry, and you could be popping then, and then you could be poof. Where are they now? And I feel like my parents have taught me so much about financial literacy, but at the same time, as someone in their early 20s. There's some things that you have to learn yourself and figure out. And financial freedom is creative freedom for me overall, And you shouldn't be afraid of the money conversation. Like, people be afraid to have that conversation. But you need to have those hard conversations to make it and to get to where you want to be. Yeah. You can't avoid those conversations. So my whole goal, even bringing it to TV and film, is to make sure we're able to have those natural and organic conversations to where it doesn't feel scary. It doesn't feel like something that feels impossible to figure out, because money is something that makes the world go round, and we all need to know, and it helps with your stability. Yep. So the more we know about it as a culture and Black youth, the more we can create generational wealth and to find different avenues of different businesses that have never been done before, or the actual inside work of how you create your businesses. Yeah. And even as a producer in TV and all of those things, you need to learn the budgeting. You need to learn how much it's going to cost to do a little CGI or a little ADR work. Like, those are things that you have to know.
Even down to the festival,
right? Definitely down to the festival. Okay. So I think it's extremely important to start having those conversations as early as possible. So when you do get to the point where it is in your hands, it's not scary and it doesn't feel like you're in a
intimidating
panic. And it never is intimidating. If you have kids, start it now. Yep. Start it now. I think that's the easiest way to do it, just so you don't turn 20 and it's just like, okay, what is this? What do I do now? To where you're setting yourself up to not be able to have those conversations overall.
It's definitely something we should have all learned at an early age. I mean, piggy bank.
For sure.
Who had a piggy bank?
Oh, yes, I did too.
I just loved a piggy bank. Yeah. And then sometimes we do our little ledgers with, what we would take out. And, it's always important to just track yourself in general.
That's the goal. But, I did a Verizon series not too long ago called Money with Marsai, to where I was able to talk to mentors and people in that space about real estate and about businesses and all the things. And I want to continue to do things like that because it's important. And it's not like I'm telling people what to do, because I'm learning as well. I don't know, what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Until I'm able to have those conversations and be the canvas for other Black youth in just my generation to understand, Yeah.
You're like, if it has to be me that has to learn this hard lesson, I want it to stop with me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. That's beautiful. So Hollywood can be a challenging industry. So especially for a young Black woman, what are some strategies that you developed to navigate the pressures? Because, you got to stay true to yourself. And then people will be like, girl, you should do this. And,
Boundaries are key. And sticking to it. I think that is the main thing. And understanding where you want to go. Like, it's so easy to say yes to stuff in this industry and be like, oh, yeah, it's cool, go ahead. But then you get lost in the sauce. Then you realize, like, where did it go? Now I'm doing everything, and I'm confused on what I'm supposed to do.
I don't even know myself no more.
I don't even know myself. Like, what am I supposed to be? So I think it's, for me, I had to kind of create a routine within myself and a constant checkup on what I want to do, So for me, it's like, okay, so where do I see myself within the next year? Where do I want to go within the next year? Not necessarily creating a whole structured plan for yourself, because obviously life be lifing and it gets switched whenever, but to be able to recognize what you want to do and who you want to be, and then setting boundaries within where you want to go. So that's honestly the most simplest thing, and just keeping your eye on it, staying focused, doing what is best for you mentally, because oh my gosh, rest is just as important as work. Eating is just as important as work.
Drinking your water and minding your business.
Drinking water, and this is also me talking to myself because like I haven't eaten yet. But I think it is so important to be able to balance just regular life stuff as much as you prioritize work. Yeah. And that's just important. And community. I always say I never grew up in Hollywood. But I was around it. I saw the ups and downs of it. Yeah. But my family don't play that. So I think to be able to have your community, figure out your path, and creating boundaries from there to where you always keep your eye on it is really important.
Talk about that family support and about how much they don't play that.
My dad's somewhere.
Community.
Hey, what's up, Dad? My mom's in New York having some meetings, holding it down. Probably texting me like, well, I don't even know where he is. Anyway.
Hey, Dad. Everybody
hey,
say,
Dad,
hey, Dad.
wherever he is. If you see him walking around, he look just like me. You'll see it. But yeah, I have my parents with me, and then I have a little sister. She's 8. Wow. But even growing up in Dallas, Texas, I don't know.
Texas
Dallas,
in the house.
D-Town, you know what I'm saying?
All right now. D-Town Boogie.
Oh, okay.
I did learn how that.
D-Town Boogie. Okay. Cool. Yeah, but I think growing up in Dallas, I had my family around me all the time.
Yeah.
I had my great-grandma living with me, my grandma living with me, my mom, my uncles, my aunts. It was just a whole family affair. But they taught me how to respect myself, respect my space, trust, and to be able to constantly pivot. Yeah. Pivot if I need to. My parents tell me all the time, as soon as this doesn't become fun for you anymore, we could be done. We could cut all the, don't matter, like fame, all this is not everything. This is not your everything. Amen. And I always appreciated that, especially at a young age, because this can feel like so much, the pressure and people watching you and being like, keep doing what you're doing. Really? Keep doing it? Are we sure?
It's working, sis. It's working.
Oh, thank you. Don't worry, I'm having fun, guys.
It's working.
It's working. But I think that is what is so special about having people that are just there for you and to love you unconditionally. Because when you are fulfilled within that, it just shows you just how to be a genuine, respectful, understanding person in any type of field, you know? Even being a producer and the founder of Genius, communication is everything. Yeah. And being honest and, having just regular humans coming into work, being like, okay, are you okay? You good? What's going on at home? You good? Like, just making sure everyone is okay is what's important. And that's just what was taught, just having a strong foundation. So I think those are the two key things about it, is communication and respect for one another.
It definitely shows in the way you carry yourself.
Thank you.
I think we all can agree, right? How we see Marsai, we see her like, yes, we know we've seen you grow up, but we've always respected how you presented yourself, and that says a lot about you.
Thank you.
Let's make some noise for my girl up here. Like, it's giving. that girl.
Thank you.
And I just can't wait to see what's more. Like I just don't know. Like
Thank you.
I just want to go. I'm
I
like,
mean,
when
there's
you
so
on, you on
many
the road?
ideas, like, you know.
What's an idea that you like? Ooh, okay, I want to get y'all opinion. And you got a crowd of people.
Oh my gosh.
You said you wanted to talk fun, so this is fun. I'm going off script.
No, that's tough because I'm spoiling.
You don't
right?
want. Okay, don't spoil nothing now.
No, I ain't spoiling. Okay, let me think.
You full of ideas and nothing.
I mean, there's so many things that I want to do. Whether it's in like the food and beverage business. I love soul food. I want to do some type of like soul food cuisine restaurant
What's
where
your
it's
favorite
actually like grandma's cooking, but it's sexy. Like something in that I think would be so cool.
Well, it's okay. Don't worry. I got an acai bowl business. I'm going to put my acai bowl business in there.
I heard that backstage, and I was like...
It's called Soulful Bowls.
Ooh.
I got a peaches version. It tastes like peach cobbler. We can put that in there.
Okay. Wait, do you have a store? Where is it based?
No, I don't have a store, but we did.
That's
oh, my gosh.
thing.
Wait, this is like a moment.
That's the next thing.
I should tell them. We just got in stores yesterday.
Oh, yay. Yeah. Wait, what stores?
Okay. So it's called... Mission Burger, and they are new. They're on like off Howell Mill. They're not even far, but they're a vegan spot. But we just put the vegan bowl in there.
Oh, I love that.
Mission Burger, Soulful Bowls, ATL. Check us out. We're just literally that was a birthday gift I gave to myself because my birthday next Friday.
Oh,
so
we
like with summer babies, we like to work in the middle of summer.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how we get our enjoyment from our birthday. Is like we did something to earn some paper.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I did. You enjoy it when you put something into your legacy, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. Okay. That's what I was saying. My cookout is like 2 weeks after my birthday. I don't know how I'm gonna do both, but we're gonna figure it out.
Oh, you're gonna have all the. It's gotta be a whole month of just shenanigans.
Just stuff. Just Leo energy. Any Leos?
Any Leos in the building?
Okay, yes, Leo.
My best friend is a Leo. She's August 10th, and she's here. She's always.
I'm August 14th. I'm a triple Leo. You know how scary that is?
Triple Leo?
Yeah.
What is that?
Sun, moon, and rising is all Leo.
Okay, so for the people that don't know, I'm just letting you guys know, like, that's a fire sign right here, right? And I'm air. So that's why we up here just, like, blowing this up. We going off script. We just having fun right now. Are we not?
Yes,
absolutely. Exactly. So, Blavity Fest, make some noise again for yourselves for being here. This is where community, culture, energy all meets. And honestly, Marsai, I just want to tell you, the Black community, we ride for you. So if anything, if you got a moment, it's just a moment of like, they mess with me. We ride at dawn.
I got y'all. No, I feel that. Okay. I feel the love. I appreciate it.
Okay. Now, the last thing we wanted to discuss, especially because of the fact that you're on your way to just mentorship. You can learn from anybody. You can learn from a baby, right? I learned things from my nephew all the time. I asked him if he liked these pants one time, and he was like, he looked up from his phone. He said no. He's 3.
Okay. Respect.
He told me no, and I said, he's a truth teller, you know? So what is that truth that you want to speak to the people that are maybe your age or up and coming or even older?
Oh, my goodness. I think I would say, especially for the people who are just starting on their journeys.
Is that in like film, TV?
Anything. Any young, early 20s, teenager, anybody who is just wanting to do something or be something, I would say you have to start before you're ready. You have to start before you're ready. Because if you're an overthinker like me, you'll never be ready. You just have to go for it. You just have to start. Yeah. Literally in anything. You can't even say, oh, I don't have this or I don't have that. You can find it. Yeah. You can find it and understand that it'll come. And you have to learn as you go. Yeah. You're not going to understand everything at once. And that's what's important. Yeah. And I think people are normally scared of embarrassment.
Embarrassment is a choice, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you guys to know that.
Embarrassment is,
say that to yourself. Say it out loud, actually. Embarrassment is a choice. Therefore, I say.
Absolutely. No, but honestly, mistakes are a part of the journey. Yeah. And you just have to try. You have to try. If you don't, it's an automatic no. It's an automatic no. If you don't talk to that person that you need to talk to get there, it's automatic.
You disqualified yourself already.
Yeah. You don't disqualify yourself before you're even in the game. And I think that is what's extremely important about just going for it. There's literally nothing to lose. And my mom said, what's for you is what's for you, and what's for you won't miss you. So if it's not right now, it's literally going to be whenever. Because God, it's already written. Yeah. It's already written.
1 in 400 trillion chances of being born. And we are all the fastest swimmers. We're all here for one reason.
Wait, what's the number?
There's 1 in 400 trillion chances of being born.
Oh, my goodness.
Look it up.
That's crazy.
We all here literally for one purpose.
Yeah.
That's a word just for you to just take with yourself. Understand that you all have a divine purpose and reason why you're here.
And what's insane about that is there's only one you in billions of people on this earth. There's only one you. How insane is that? So if you are here for a reason, even just to wake up every morning is such a blessing. If you wake up every morning, that is a day to either start over, a good reset, to start something, and to keep going. To keep going. So, like I said, it's already written.
Make some noise for my sis, Marsai Martin. Do you have anything you want to shout out before they wrap us up and take us?
Oh, shoot. Oh, my cookout. If y'all want to pull up to Houston,
I'm pulling up
Labor Day
H-time.
weekend. And just stay tuned with everything else that's going on. I'll be here.
Make some noise for my sis, Marsai Martin.